Chapter 1 System Unit Learning Objectives System Unit Components of a system unit Different types of memory.
Ma'am, I have heard that CPU chip is a part of system unit. Can you tell us about system unit?
Sure, children. A system unit is a box-like case that contains the electronic components of a computer. System unit. A system unit is the most important unit of a desktop computer. It protects the internal electronic components from any type of damage. Components of a system unit. The main components of a system unit are motherboard, processor or CPU chip, memory, disk drives, power supply and ports. Motherboard. A motherboard is the main circuit board inside the system unit. In general, it is sometimes called the system board or main circuit board. It holds many electronic components that allow the computer hardware to communicate with one another. Processor or CPU. CPU, Central Processing Unit, is also known as the brain of the computer, controls each part of the computer system. In order to carry out a task, all the devices that are connected to the computer first communicate with the CPU. It has mainly three parts: Arithmetic and Logic Unit, ALU. This unit performs all the mathematical and logical operations. Control Unit, CU. This unit controls and manages the working of all parts of a computer. Memory Unit. This unit stores the data and instructions that need to be processed. The memory unit then passes this data to ALU or CU. Memory. You have learnt that a computer stores data and instructions to carry out tasks. Thus, computer systems have different storage areas where it keeps data or information permanently or temporarily while working. This storage area is known as the memory of the computer. When we enter data into the computer, it is converted using two digits, 0 off state and 1 on state. Each digit is called a bit or binary digit. The various units of computer memory are: Memory Unit. Description: 1 byte, 8 bits, 1 kilobyte KB, 1024 bytes. 1 megabyte MB is 1024 KB. 1 gigabyte GB is 1024 MB. 1 terabyte TB is 1024 GB. 1 petabyte PB is 1024 TB. 1 exabyte EB is 1024 PB. 1 zettabyte ZB is 1024 EB. 1 yottabyte YB is 1024 ZB. Fast fact: a bit is the smallest unit of a computer and the combination of 4 bits makes 1 nibble. Ports. Ports are the slots available at the backside of a system unit, where you plug in an external device such as a printer, keyboard, scanner, mouse, or modem. This connection allows instructions and data to flow between the computer and the device. In a nutshell, a port is an interface between the motherboard and an external device of the computer. Fast fact: external hard disk is a portable storage device that can be connected externally to a computer using a USB port. Different types of memory. A computer can store all the data and instructions in its storage place called memory. The two most basic types of computer memory are primary memory, secondary memory. Primary memory. Primary memory is also known as internal memory or main memory of the computer. It is the built-in and working memory of the computer. This memory can be directly accessed by the CPU. The two types of primary memory are RAM, random access memory. RAM temporarily stores data when the computer is switched on. Once it is switched off or power supply is interrupted, this data can be lost or erased. When we type some text on the computer, it is saved in RAM. But when we shut down the computer, the data stored on the RAM gets erased. ROM, read-only memory. ROM is a permanent memory. It is used to store data and information permanently. ROM can only be read. It cannot be modified or changed. The data stored in ROM will not be lost or erased when the power goes off. The storage capacity of ROM is higher as compared to RAM. Secondary memory. Secondary memory is used to store information for a longer period of time. It is also called external memory. It stores a large amount of data permanently until someone deletes it intentionally. Compact disc, CD, digital versatile disc, DVD, Blu-ray disc, hard disk, solid-state drive, SSD are some examples of secondary storage devices. CD, compact disc, or DVD, digital versatile disc. A CD or DVD is thin and circular in shape. It is a portable storage device used for storing data like text, graphics, sounds, images, movies, software, etc. The storage capacity of CDs and DVDs is different. A DVD can store large amounts of data that may vary from 4.7 GB to 17.08 GB. Blu-ray disc. A Blu-ray disc is a scratch-resistant disc that can safely store data for a long time. It uses blue-violet laser light technology. Its storage capacity can range from 25 GB to 50 GB. Pen drive. A pen drive is a portable storage device that can be carried in a pocket. It is also called flash drive or USB drive. We can use a pen drive to transfer data from one computer to another computer. Its storage capacity can be up to 1 TB. Memory card. A memory card is also known as multimedia card. It is a storage device that is generally used in mobile phones, digital cameras, tablets, etc. It can store data up to 128 TB. Hard disk. A hard disk is the main secondary storage device that can store large amount of data. It is present inside the system unit. It can store data from 500 GB to 22 TB. It is also known as a hard disk drive. Solid state drive, SSD. A solid state drive, SSD, is a new kind of storage device that uses flash-based memory to store data. It is smaller in size in comparison with hard disk and can even be mounted to the motherboard directly. It can store data from 120 GB to 30 TB. Tricky terms. Interface. A program that allows a user to interact with computers. Flash-based memory. A data storage technology based on high-speed electrically programmable memory. Portable, light or small enough to be carried around easily. Memory block. A system unit is the most important part of a desktop computer. A motherboard is the main circuit board inside the system unit. Computer memory is the storage area where it keeps data or information permanently or temporarily while working. A computer stores data only in the form of two digits, 0 and 1. Computer memory is measured in bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes and petabytes, exabytes, zettabytes and yottabytes. There are two types of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is of two types, RAM and ROM. CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc, hard disk, solid-state drive, etc. are few examples of secondary memory devices.